your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we believe that your business is designed for others. Success is your obligation, is your moral obligation to be successful because your business is designed to elevate, to positively impact the community around you. Here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we support over 27 nonprofits throughout the state of California. However, today I'd like to introduce to you, we feature World Harvest. World Harvest is a nonprofit that's near and dear to my heart. We've been supporting this nonprofit since 2006. I personally born and raised in Indonesia. World Harvest did a lot of work in Indonesia and many third world countries throughout the world. And today, joining with us today is Dr. Daniel Hanafi, which is the co-founder of World Harvest. So,
hello, Rudy. Wow, so good to have you here. And you know, right now we're in our offices here, and we are so proud to be called your partners.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's ours. Thank you for the opportunity, giving us the opportunity to do good, making an impact in the world. Because as you know, many people get into real estate with a focus on making money. We believe it's a good thing to make money, but we believe money is a vehicle. And we just talked about it a couple of days ago, that your business, your place of work, is a place for you to express your God's given talent. So thank you for the work that you do, and World Harvest to give us the opportunity to channel our work to make a positive impact to other people. Why don't you share with everybody a little bit history about World Harvest and our partnership here?
Well, we started World Harvest in 1989, maybe. Wow. So it's been a while ago, and we started with this still the cornerstone of our programs, which is sponsoring children's education. Many children cannot go to school. Their family's too poor, they can't go to school. The problem with that is, without education, they're bound to be poor their whole life, and their children will be poor. It's a cycle of poverty. The only way to get out from that cycle of poverty is through education. So we've been sponsoring children since 1989. I mean, many thousands of children have graduated. We sponsor them from elementary school all the way until high school. Yeah. And so we're so proud to have changed so many children's lives and their future families' lives, because now with education they can get ahead in life. So that is how we started. But then of course, along the way we discovered that disasters happen. So we get into disaster reliefs. And then after that, we realized that communities need to be built. Sometimes we're just helping the children, and we realize that, for instance, the whole community is ridden with malaria. So we do fumigation, and then we try to do microfinance, micro-enterprise, helping people to start businesses. And so we help entire communities.
Yeah, that's really, you know what, one of the reasons what I really value our relationship here is because World Harvest, we don't just give away money or food, right? Because if you just give people food or money for one day, it's like what happened with the next day. So you were mentioning about the education, the microfinance. You actually teaching, equipping the community so they can be self-sustained. The reason we are so strict about you, the real estate agents, becoming more successful is because your success, it's about how many lives can you influence, because as we know, the lives here on earth is limited, right? So during this limited time here on earth, how many lives can you positively impact through your business, right? So let's continue with some of the work that you do again at World Harvest.
Well, I just want to highlight what you did with us together. I mean, you sponsored medical camps. You remember that place where we went where was it? In Nepal, where we bring a dentist. All the people there have never been to a dentist before in their entire lives.
Yeah.
I mean, the statistics, like in Nepal, a total they only have 1,000 dentists in the whole country. 800 are all in Kathmandu. So once you start going out of the capital city, there are no dentists.
Can you share with everybody what you told me last time? Why dentist is so important? Because before we had that conversation, I didn't know, because to me dentist is not a big deal, until you told me that why dentist is so important.
Well, how can you even function when you have a toothache?
People can actually die because of that dental hygiene.
No, the whole infection, the whole thing, it affects everything.
Yeah.
And it's so many people take that for granted.
Yeah.
We all have jokes about going to the dentist. We don't even want it, right?
Yeah.
And for all those people, they are so privileged. They feel so privileged to have seen a dentist once in their whole life. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Even medical checkups, they don't go for that at all. I mean, it's just not available. We don't realize that. I've gone so many places that it becomes very clear to me, and it becomes clear to me also that it's not in the realm of consciousness of people living here. That majority, like 90+% of the world, are living a very poor existence. Very, very poor. And then it, of course, brings back the question, like, why are we so affluent here? And more importantly, why are we even not grateful for that? We take it for granted and we still feel like we need more.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of the world is like that. Is it because we're better than everybody else? I think affluence and blessings in our lives has a purpose. And the purpose is so that we can share it with those that are less fortunate than us.
Yep. So one of our core values here is that the size of the hole that you receive through is proportionate to the size of the hole that you give through, right? So that philosophy, the size of the hole that you receive through is the proportionate to the size of the hole that you give through, meaning our business here is just a channel of blessings, right? And through our partnership with Will Harvest here, this is our opportunity to expand. Now, if you cannot be trusted with the little things, so let's talk about here in real estate, right? So for example, we are talking about here in our company, we focus on helping agents to grow, develop their own multi-millionaires, $4 million GCI business. Okay, but how are you able to develop a $4 million GCI business? If you cannot be trusted with $100,000, with $10,000, $50,000, then it's not gonna happen. And when we say trusted, means the giving starts wherever you are now. The giving starts with $30 a day, right? I just came back from a conference last week, and the question is this: which one comes first, the giving or be more successful? The giving or be more successful? Which one comes first, the chicken or the egg, right? So I was telling with the conference last week, I was saying, which one comes first, chicken or the egg? Chicken comes first. Because God created chicken. That's what I think. God created chicken, then the chicken made, and they have eggs, right? No. So here, as far as the philosophy, which one comes first, the giving or the success? The giving comes first. The giving comes first, because if you have $500, then because if then can you manage this $500, right? For $30, that's how we first get. That's how I personally get started, partnering up with Will Harvest for $30 a month, right? We're like that's how we start. With $30 a month, anyone can be part of this.
Change $30 a month, still same thing. So since 2000, even earlier before 2006 when you come along, still the same. $30 a month changes our whole life, because a child that cannot go to school now can go to school and finish high school.
Because philosophically, think about it, from the business perspective, if you are willing, let's say your business revenue is $500, let's say your net profit is $500 a month, right? So if you know that your business is designed for others, then you remember Because I learned from Dr. Hanafi here that he told me this. The business is designed for other people. How do we know that the business is for other people? Then if our net profit is $500, then we remember what's the mission, what is the purpose of our business. So $30 of $500 is about 10% of that, 20% of that, right? It's designed for other people. It's just numbers, right? So from $500, it grew to $5,000 to $10,000, then it's just proportionate. But it starts with $30. So I want to give encouragement here because we have many real estate professionals who wants to build their business, and many real estate professionals who wants to build this giant multi-millionaires real estate business think, oh, one day if my business becomes successful, I'll give away. But I think the words they use is give back. That's why I don't like to use the word give back, because give back means it's like I'm taking something that doesn't belong to me, now I give back, right? It's not a give back. It's the real purpose of your business. The core of your business, the existence of your business is designed to serve others. So if your business is designed to serve others, here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we believe your business is designed for other people. So regardless what the value is, it could be $500. If it's $500 profit, then $30 out of $500 is designed to other people. But that's, I just want to, that's the philosophical, because we want to encourage, we have many real estate agents who wants to start building their business. But I want to make sure we encourage people to, hey, the giving start now, because that's the very existence why we are here, is to serve other people. I'm just talking about the philosophy here in our company. So that way, at least I think we never had this conversation. So that's why we continue to grow this.
And from my end, our philosophy is that we honor that commitment and that philosophy, because that is true a victorious way of living. At the end of the day, it's not money is whatever. But at the end of the day, did your life mean something? And did your life impact other people's lives, right? My job is to make sure that the money that you are committing to, the cause, is utilized in the most effective and impactful way possible, upholding the highest degree of integrity and accountability.
Let's talk about that. Do a quick introduction about World Harvest as far as becoming a good steward of because your World Harvest existence is truly from sponsorship and donation. So let everybody get a little bit familiar with World Harvest.
Let's start with the student the children's sponsorship, right? So we don't just give money to them. We place CDA. We call them CDA. It's called Community Development Agent. So these are people that we train, and we place them in the communities with a vision of transforming the whole community, to take them out from poverty, right? So we receive money from you, we give the money to the family, or most of the time we give it directly to the school, so that the money doesn't get used for something else, because this is for education. We must make sure. And so the child can go to school now, and we keep coming to that house, making sure that the learning process, the studying is going well. We check the report cards. We have relationship with the school. We make sure that the family situation is conducive for the child's learning, because we know that in so many areas the child has to do child labor from morning till night because parents need help, and we try to find solution. And you cannot do that, in just a program. That's why we have a CDA in every community, because the CDA knows every family, every single child, every single family knows their situation. If the child is sick, the mom is sick, the father is sick, we are taking care of all those things. We bring in doctors to do the whole community, a medical clinic. We do, as I mentioned earlier, fumigation if the area needs it, malaria or anything like that, because a sick child cannot go to school, right? So we make sure that this child will finish school, will get the education is positioned for a future success, right? So that's why the integrity of the program, we make sure to down to the smallest detail in every community, right? So that's just something that we do. And then of course we are members of ECFA, which is the gold standard of financial accountability among nonprofits, and we have been members for 15 years, and we are audited, public audit every year to make sure that not a whole lot of money to go out for administration or management or fundraising. It's all, we do our due diligence to make sure that your hard-earned money will bring the maximum impact for the child. That's just for the children's program. For the sack farming program, we hire one full-timer for every 20 families that we're doing this with. One full-timer, just to make sure that we're not just handing out sacks and soil and seedlings. We make sure they know how to do it, because the goal is after a year they have to be able to do it themselves. So we take them through 4 harvest cycles, making sure that it's producing. So we do put a lot of care into the details, and we train these these leaders for every 20 families. Visit every week. That's his job. Every week we visit every family, making sure their garden is growing. Yeah, so that's what we do to make sure that your dollars are doing the best and most impactful thing out in the field. Another thing that we also, you've been a part of many times is the medical camps, right? You remember you were doing that, and you were dispensing medicines, and you almost killed, no, just you almost killed somebody.
Wrong medication.
No, just kidding. But we do this in so many communities in the world because medical services is very, very difficult to obtain for them. Most of them never seen doctors or dentists. So it is, a sick person cannot work. A sick child cannot go to school. So periodically we come in and we do this. In all the communities where we have the children for sponsorship program, we do that regularly. And then in other areas also that needs it, we do that too. And then of course you do the disaster reliefs. I mean, when disaster hits, people need help. Here in the US, my goodness, I still remember Katrina hits, we sent 18-wheelers out to New Orleans area to help out with Katrina. But I was so impressed with the United States, how much we have FEMA, we have all kinds of things, and within months people are back on their feet. I mean, the social the safety net is there. Yeah. This is not there in most of the world's countries. Yeah. When disaster hits, I've seen it myself. Yeah. People have been trying to build something, a small shop, whatever. Disaster hits, flooding, hurricane, whatever it is, earthquake, and they never get back up on their feet the rest of their lives. Yeah. It's something they built for 20 years, gone in one day, never rebuilt. Yeah. Because the safety net is not there. Yeah. So that's why disaster relief is a very, very important part of our work also. Yeah. And thank you so much for what you did during this COVID time when we were just, emergency. People are not getting into hospitals, and as a result, they were not getting oxygen. I mean, if they were given the chance, probably their body would be able to beat COVID-19. But because they cannot breathe, they just died. Yeah. So many people died, and through your efforts also, we have sent 465 oxygen concentrator machines in India, in Indonesia, and so many lives. Yeah. Literally, lives were saved. People that was about to die cannot go to the hospital. Hospital was overflowing. People were dying on the streets, and because we have these machines, people were given a second chance. Not only your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty California is helping folks around the world, but right here in our home state, California, you guys are making such an impact as well, especially among the children that are needy. And it was such a great time that we had. You were there in the school and giving out backpacks filled with school supplies for all those children, and all those kids were so happy. I still remember they were dancing around you and just so happy, just to be able to receive a new backpack and all kinds of school supplies from your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty California.
Yeah, and what we really like about this partnership with World Harvest is that every single team members at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty are more than encouraged, welcome to join the mission trip not only throughout the state, also around the world. You personally travel a couple of times a year.
Here's one thing that we do around the world. We do not do anything unless it's my own people, unless it's our own people, and I go myself. So we do not just receive money, give money to another organization. We never do that. So that's why we really invite all of you to join and see for yourself and participate in the work yourself, and see how much good we are able to do in the world with the talents that God has given us.
Yeah, I really want to encourage everybody here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty to join in person, because it's one thing for you to give away a portion of our income. That's one thing, but it's a whole different ball game if you actually go out on the field and see real life people, interact with real life families out there. Dr. Hanafi here, personally, I think he has been traveling. You've been doing this work here, this mission here, traveling around the world, empowering people, building medical clinics and school over the last 30 years?
30 years, yeah.
30 years. So he's very experienced jungle trackers, right? And that is important, by the way, as you start going into remote places, because I remember when I went with you a couple of years ago, the cell phone is gone, because we take things for granted, simple things like your cell phones, right? Your cell phones, your ATM bank account, right? Once you go to remote places like that, you realize your cell phone is gone. And I remember I was flying with him on this small airplane, on a very small airplane. I think it only fit 10 people or somewhere in the middle of, but I remember I was not complaining, but I was like, oh wow, this is a really small airplane. And then I remember he was telling me, oh, this is actually pretty good, because once in a while the airplane actually, you can see there's a hole, you can see the ground. I was like, wow. So I want to encourage everybody, go out there, join World Harvest here later on, give the information how people can be part of this, join the mission so you can see real life people, real world. Go to throughout. Can you share some of the places that you have been to, or maybe in the near future where people can join?
Yeah, well, I don't worry, because I choose the decent places for you to go. Right. By the way, you are helping us right now in a place that I don't think I can take you right now, but it's on the border of Pakistan and Afghanistan. Your Home Sold Guaranteed California is helping us with helping the Afghanistan refugees that managed to cross into Pakistan, and the government of Pakistan doesn't want to have anything to do with them, so they're laying on the ground under the sky, no shelter, no food, and we're bringing food and shelter for them. And it's quite dangerous right now, because at first we were sheltering them in tents, and then the Taliban came and took them by force. So now we're dispersing them in homes, and we're renting homes and putting them in homes and bringing food and help for them so that they can survive. Winter is coming, and I've been in that area. It gets to -10 degrees, a very harsh place to live. So we are helping these people. Now, these places, I probably cannot take you yet because it's just things like that. But there are many places that you can visit in Africa, in Nepal, India, places like that, and Indonesia, of course. We have our people there guaranteed to make the travel safe.
Yeah, why is that important? Because from your perspective later on, from the business side, we're gonna talk about it. But from your perspective, I remember you told me, why is it important for people to at least once in their lifetime to see outside US?
It will really, literally change your life. When you see firsthand what you're doing in your business can do to change the lives of other people, it will give you purpose and meaning. It will give you the complete picture. Okay, I'm doing this whole thing here for this, not just for, it's when you're going through difficult times and dealing with customers or whatever here, it'll give you that memory of how this little amount that you make change the whole life of a family. It'll give you that meaning, the full perspective. I think it's so important for you to just see it for yourself.
Yeah, because what you do, your work matters, right? Your work matters. You truly make an impact. I still remember when I went with Dr. Hanafi here in Indonesia. I went to some of these remote places. People are it actually make a huge impact. There's no words to describe it, right? So once you come with that realization that what you do matters, what you do actually make a positive impact in people's lives, now you have this different level of commitment, different level of vision in the work. And I like our conversation before this video. We were having this conversation last week about your work, your business is a place for you to express your God-given talent. That means your work, your business, it's when we go to work every day. Me personally, I look at this as basically it's a calling, right? You gotta do the best you can do. Be the best version of yourself. The reason is because your business is designed for other people. You literally make a difference in other people's lives. Number one, for yourself, right? Number one is for yourself. If you are to work anyway, like why you do the work, have effort, right? Put the best. It's like going to the gym. Why go to the gym if you go to the gym and watch TV, for example, right? Like you'll be amazed. Do you know in United States, I think according to the most recent study, 70% of employees show up work actively disengaged. Not only they're disengaged, it's one thing to be disengaged, it's the whole different ballgame to be actively disengaged. Meaning actively disengaged means they're trying to destroy the very place that they work. To me, that doesn't make sense. And I think one of the reasons why there is this high level of disengagement in the workplace today is because people have no vision. Right? People have no vision. There's no purpose why we do work. They look at work as a labor. They look at work as a negative thing. And our conversation last week with people with nonprofits like World Harvest, because now you truly, how do you test that you have no attachment to money, that you truly love people and use money, and then a portion of your income. That's why I'm so proud with each man and women at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Every transaction that they close, even a brand new agent, as a brand new agent, hungry, no money, but it starts with that. So if their income is $1,000, then they take a portion of their income from that $1,000, take a portion of their income towards mission like this, because now subconsciously they're teaching in our mind that okay, the purpose of our business is designed to serve others. So as their business continue to grow from 1,000 to 2,000 to 5,000 to 10,000, then now they don't have this greediness, right? They don't have this greed mindset. So I learned that a lot from you. So maybe if we can conclude this conversation from that, if you can summarize a little bit our conversation. We had this long conversation over 2 months period about look at your workplace, and money and be excellent in what we do. Maybe we can wrap it up that way.
You know, you talk about greed. That's a poverty mentality. Greed is poverty mentality. People that are consumed with greed will never be able to be successful. Right? So you talk about the young agent, hungry, no money, just started, already starting to give. You know what that person is doing? That person is buying a victorious mindset. And a victorious mindset will always bring you victory. It doesn't matter what level you are in, small or large. It is a victorious mindset. A victorious mindset comes from the realization, hey, I didn't choose to be born here. I didn't choose to be born in this kind of family, with this kind of education, or with this kind of background, or with this kind of talent or ability, or even with a brain that works and a lung that can breathe air. I mean, we get so prideful sometimes that we thought that all those things are under our control. It is a gift. Why are we here? Why are we born here? Having all these opportunities of possibilities and abilities. Well, once you see the rest of the world, you'll see that, hey, I'm a citizen of this whole world, not just here. I am one person in this whole planet, and this whole planet is my family, and I have a job to do. I have a place in this thing, in the big picture. So I need to utilize everything that I have been afforded with, including my brain that is functioning, including my health that is there, including everything that I have for the benefit of the whole planet. When you have that kind of broad mentality, you see the people on the ground and you see which part has been assigned to you to play. You'll have meaning. You'll never lose meaning in your life. I've seen so many people that it looks like they're successful in what they do because of the amount of money they have, but their whole life is a wreck because they cannot connect that with the whole big picture. So I think to have a successful, victorious mentality and mindset is exactly what you said. You have to start from the beginning.
Yep, so together here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, we are on a mission. We literally can change the world, you guys, like one agent at a time, 1% at a time, right? Your business is designed for others. Your business is designed to serve the community around you. And can you imagine if every single person take this seriously? Your business is truly impact other people. We don't need the government assistance, right? Because every single one, this is why we are here in the richest country on the planet, because that is just a test. It's just a test. Actually, the opportunity at the beginning, after the appreciation actually is on us, right? It is our opportunity to be able to serve, be able to use our business as a vehicle to bless other people, right? Because without organization like World Harvest here, then it's all about us. This is where greed comes from, because now it's all about us. It's all about how to accumulate this. So now it's a race to serve other people. That's why here at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty today, we are in partnership with 27 different nonprofits locally here in our cities and in our local community, where our team leaders throughout the state of California, in the state, as well as around the world, because we remember that the reason you are successful, the reason we are successful is so you can serve other people. And the moment we forget that, then success is just temporary, right? And then you lose meaning, you lose purpose, then you don't want to be that employees who show up at work and basically becoming this disgruntled employee, right? So it's not just employee, there's many businesses that stagnant. And the reason I think is because there's losing purpose. Now growth, when we know that success is your duty, success is your responsibility, now growth is not optional, right? Because now you gotta grow, because it's not about you. It's not about you, now you gotta grow, right? So I think that's our conversation today. I hope you enjoy. If people want to learn more about World Harvest, what is the best way? Like, where should they go?
worldharvest.cc.
World Harvest
in our website, worldharvest.cc.
Worldharvest.cc. $50,000 to help the projects that's going on here with World Harvest to help kids around the world build these medical clinics, this microfinance that Dr. Hanafi is talking about. So if you're thinking of buying and selling a home, when you refer a family who's thinking of buying and selling a home to your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, the agent at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty take a portion of our income towards this mission. So who do you know is planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? It's really easy to refer your clients. It's really easy to refer your family and friends to your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. All you need to do, call us at 626-789-0159.